The April 2026 Visa Bulletin has officially been released, and it is a massive earthquake for the India EB-2 and EB-3 categories. We are seeing a jump of over 10 months in the final action dates, the largest single-month movement we've seen in years. But there is a dangerous legal landmine you are about to step on. As of tonight, Monday, March 23rd, Senator Markwayne Mullin has been confirmed as the new DHS Secretary. But the department remains in a partial budget shutdown nearing its 40th day. This means while your date is finally current, the system you need to file into is under fire. If you file your green card application incorrectly during this shutdown window, your application won't just be delayed, it will be rejected, and you'll lose your place in this April surge. Tonight, I'm giving you the exact blueprint to navigate the Mullin era and the shutdown trap. Welcome to U.S. Immigration News Daily. We deliver verified, actionable updates on U.S. CIS and visa policy every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern. No rumors, no jargon, just the facts to protect your status. Let's get straight to the facts. Section 1. The April Bulletin Deep Dive. Let's break down these staggering numbers because the data tells a story of extreme urgency. For India EB-2, the final action date has leaped forward to July 15, 2014. If you've been watching the bulletin for the last 6 months, you know we've been crawling forward by mere days. This 10-month jump is a clear signal that the Department of State is finally flushing out the numbers from the first half of the fiscal year. They are looking at the massive number of unused visas from the consular side and shifting them to adjustment of status applicants here in the U.S. Why is this happening now? We are seeing the results of the 2025 Audit Decree. The government is over-allocating dates because they anticipate a major legislative freeze coming in the summer. They want to get as many applications into the pending queue as possible before the Mullin administration implements the new strict sponsorship rules. This is your window, but it is a narrow one. We have reached a critical juncture where the technical backlogs are being cleared through sheer administrative force. The Department of State knows that if they do not move these dates now, the fiscal year 2026 quota will go to waste. We are witnessing a historic clearing of the pipeline, but this level of advancement is almost always followed by retrogression. You must understand that the final action date is the date that allows the green card to actually be issued. If you are current on this chart, you are in the final lap. For India EB-3, the dates for filing have moved to January 15, 2015. This is the most critical number for anyone currently in the United States. USCIS has confirmed that they will honor the dates for filing chart for April. If your priority date is before January 2015, your window to file the I-485 opens in exactly 7 days. This is the moment many of you have waited over a decade for. But I must warn you about the spillover effect. In early 2026, the Department of State has confirmed that family-based numbers that went unused in the first quarter are being diverted to the employment-based categories. This is the only reason India is moving so fast. But history tells us that when the government opens the gates this wide, they usually slam them shut by June. If you are current in April, you are in a high-stakes race against the clock. The consular processing backlogs in Mumbai and New Delhi are still massive, with wait times for interviews exceeding 18 months. This is why the adjustment of status surge is so vital. It bypasses the consular bottleneck entirely. For Mexico, the Philippines, and the rest of world categories, EB-2 and EB-3 remain current. This is a massive opportunity for anyone outside the backlogged countries. However, I have a warning. Do not take this for granted. Current status can disappear in a single month if there is a sudden surge in filings. You must have your medical exams on Form I-693 and your certified birth certificates ready by April 1st. If you wait for the request for evidence to come in the mail, you might find yourself retrogressed before you can even respond. China. EB-2 and EB-3 are the only major categories experiencing zero movement, stuck at September 2021. Our sources suggest a massive duplicate file audit is causing this stall. If you are a Chinese national, do not attempt to file based on the India movement. Your category is strictly separated this month. We expect no major movement for China until the new quarterly allocation in July, so use this time to perfect your labor certification audits and ensure your employer remains compliant. Section 2. The Mullin era and shutdown risks. Now we have to address the man who will be overseeing your file. Senator Markwayne Mullin was officially confirmed in a 54-45 vote. He is walking into a Department of Homeland Security that is currently operating on emergency funds. The partial shutdown has been in effect for 38 days, leaving over 100,000 employees working without pay. This is where the Mullin Trap begins. Because USCIS is fee-funded, they will technically stay open. But the support systems, the ones that handle the intake of your I-485 packages, are being throttled by the budget lapse. The staff at the lockboxes are overwhelmed, and the automated systems are glitching. If the shutdown continues into April, the E-Verify system will remain offline. If your employer requires E-Verify for your underlying sponsorship or your I-9 compliance, you are in a legal gray area. Many H-1B holders who are changing employers or extending their status will find themselves stuck in a loop where the government can't verify their authorization. Furthermore, Secretary Mullin has already signed an internal memo to enforce zero tolerance for fee errors. Remember, on March 1st, the premium processing fee jumped to $2,965. If you send the old fee of $2,805, your package will be rejected immediately. In the Mullin era, there is no leniency. There is no one at the help desk during a shutdown to fix your check. By the time the Postal Service, which is also understaffed, returns your package, the April window might be closed forever. This is the danger of a shutdown. You are not safe just because your date is current. You are only safe once the government has cashed your check and issued a valid receipt notice. We are also seeing reports of ICE agents increasing their presence at internal transit hubs. While Mullin has agreed to judicial warrants for home enforcement, he has kept administrative warrants for those without a valid pending status. This is why getting your I-485 receipt notice is the only thing that protects your physical presence in the U.S. during this shutdown. Mullin's confirmation signals a move toward a more systems-based department. But until the budget is passed, the system is fundamentally broken. You must be proactive. Double-check every signature and every decimal point on your checks. A $3 mistake can lead to a 3-year delay. Step 1. The formula. You must calculate your child's CSPA age using April 1st as the visa availability date. Take their biological age on that day and subtract every single day your I-140 or I-130 was pending. If that final number is under 21, you must file in April. This is the only legal way to freeze their age before the summer retrogression hits. Don't guess. Use your receipt notices to get the exact day count. If you miss this by 48 hours, your child could age out of the green card process permanently. Step 2. The strategy. During a shutdown, the post office is a graveyard for immigration files. Use FedEx or UPS with a signature required. You need a third-party tracking number that proves your package was physically delivered to the lockbox. In the Mullin era, a lost package is a lost green card. We do not leave our family's future to the mailman. Tracking is your insurance policy against a lost file in a busy, understaffed government office. Step 3. The goal. Family unity. Your goal is to get that receipt number before the summer. Once you have that number, you are protected from the shutdown, protected from the new ICE policies, and your family stays together. That is the only result we accept. This receipt is your shield against the chaos of the 2026 immigration system. Once that check is cashed, your priority date is officially anchored. Section 3. Q&A and community advice. Let's address some major questions from our subscribers. Rajesh asks, if I file in April but the government shuts down fully in May, can I still get my work permit? The answer is yes. Since the work permit fee was paid, your EAD is processed by the fee-funded side of the agency. Even if Secretary Mullin pauses the policy side, the benefit side continues to move. This is why you must file now. Amit is asking about the medical exams on Form I-693. In the Mullin era, we recommend filing them interfiled with your original application. The goal is to make your case decision-ready the moment a visa becomes available. Maria is asking about traveling on advance parole during the shutdown. While your parole is technically valid, the CBP officers at the border are working without pay. This leads to increased scrutiny and longer secondary inspection wait times. Unless it is a true emergency, we suggest staying within the U.S. until the budget is passed. I'm also seeing concerns about the public charge rule. Under the new DHS leadership, we expect a massive increase in requests for evidence regarding financial self-sufficiency. If your tax transcripts are not for the last 3 years, do not file yet. You are better off filing on April 5th with perfect papers than on April 1st with missing ones. Final legal disclaimer. This information is for educational purposes only and is not legal advice. Immigration law in 2026 is changing by the hour. Consult with a licensed attorney before filing any paperwork. If you are worried about your filing, I have created a full Mullin filing checklist to ensure you don't hit the fee trap. Watch my step-by-step video guide on how to assemble your package for April. I'm answering more questions in the comments of that guide. Stay informed, stay protected, and I'll see you on Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern.